7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Alright, sports fans, here we go. I guess people don't like playing the they don't like playing the Open Sicilian anymore. Yep. That's what I thought he was going to do. They open it up occasionally. This guy's rating 2011. Oh, there it is. The Rabbit. 2011 question mark. Trying to figure out what it's best to do here. Could play there and there. here, take. Isolated D pawn. Push, take, knight takes. It lines up all this stuff. So if I take right there. I guess I'm going to play D5 as soon as I can. Not really sure. Now, I can take with the knight. This is, man, that's really out there. I don't know those kind of positions. But isolated D pawn, these over here. I'm not really set up for a kingside attack. The thing I like about this move, though, is it gets this piece out. June 2. A little bit later, we'll have Book of the Week. Just don't know how to play this position. Play here, redeveloping that piece. I could play here, let him kick me around. I think I am going to do that. I do want to do that. I play here. He plays here. Could play here. Or here. I think it's unlikely I'm going to get an attack on that square. Because he's got E4 covered. This piece to me feels a little loose. I play here, he plays here. I take, queen takes. This piece has got to go somewhere. I really am kind of wondering about that piece. So I play here. He plays here. I come in behind and hit this guy. I need an attack. Play here. I'm not sure what my plan is here. Play here. I can't really. I don't think I'm going to get anything out of that. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get anything out of that. Okay, if I play here and he plays here, then I come in behind. I'm hitting this guy. He has to retreat somewhere. Really, I've just removed a defender over here. Okay, what do I do? I can play here. Threaten to create a weak pawn right there. That might actually help me a little. Get this rook on this square. I don't think he's really going to get any major threat along that diagonal, but I could be wrong. Well, here and threaten this to win an exchange. I will say right now, I do not believe that was the correct move. I don't know what the correct move in that position is, but I don't think that was it. You know? Really, really don't. We're both sure using a lot of time to get to move 14. Interesting. Move here. Moves here. I have to come back to here. Play here. I can also go here. Take that diagonal myself that he just gave up. Connect my rooks. great thing about this piece is it could just sit there. I wonder if he might ever do that. I play here. This guy can't go here and he can't go. Okay, wait a minute. This guy can't go here and he can't go here. Maybe this move. Yep, I could play here right now. Because why? If he does something like this, I could trade here maybe and win that pawn. Of course, he's going to have that. He's going to have this move instead of the queen move. He's going to have that capture. Play here. He moves here. Capture. Can't move here or here. I'll play this move. He can't move here. That's one I was wondering about. Play here, knight here. Bishop takes. This knight takes check. Play here, he plays here. Knight takes, bishop takes, bishop takes, rook takes, rook takes. That means he's got to put that knight either there or there. It's probably going there. And I'm correct. Or here. Play here, he plays here. He could take that one. I don't want to trade pieces. I'm just trading and trading. Here or here. He's going to play knight here. I'm probably going to have to take that piece. Could go in here. Actually, now that you mention it. This has been one weird game. Moving pieces all over the board. Here. Can't go here, 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 or here. I'll predict that he... Is that the way to recapture? At least then I'd have my bishops lined up against his king. It is getting downright cold in here. I gotta change the air conditioner. Is he gonna play here? No. catching up with me on the clock. He's going to trade out here and win that one. I want to win that one. Can't move there, can't move there, can't move there, can't move there. If he plays check, take. I've got to get that piece out of there in a hurry. Means I'll probably go there. Nope, 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 nope. If he captures here, I'll take his knight. Drop back here to defend my king. That's what it looks like. I thought some of that was coming. I think I'm going to play here. Okay, if I play here, he plays here. I capture queen here. It's not going to be enough. I want these bishops guarding my king. Here, we'll play that way. Yeah, I didn't play the right move there. I did not play the right move. Play here, attack the rook. He has no checks. If I do that, this guy's hanging. That is a problem. Queen here. Okay, now capture, check, knight here. And I've got to be able to guard that piece. Or do I go ahead and attack his queen? He plays here. Oh, he plays that move. Threatening mate here and here. If I play here, can I walk out of this? Check. Puts me right back in it. Yep, he's getting ready to mate me. No comment. Guy spent half the game moving his pieces backwards. Anybody chatting? No. I'm going to turn the air up a little bit. Oh. It's a little too cold in here. I have thought about leaving this tournament. There's some aspects of it that I'm not real thrilled with. So I've been thinking about that, especially about a week ago. I started thinking about it, a little over a week ago. I'm not really sure there are any of the old chess fans of the Little Rock Chess Club that still follow me or not. I thought about going to a tournament on another night, maybe Thursday. I know I've been thinking about it, about what to do. There are a lot of young players in this tournament, very young. I think this is what I'm looking for. Nope, it's not. I know this is fun for the viewers to watch me messing around looking for something. Just have my reasons about why I'm not in love with this tournament anymore. These are open. I don't think it matters in that case. I mean, it's not that I'm trying to avoid anyone from the Little Rock Chess Club. I'm not. Even though that chess club is kind of defunct or transformed into something else now, I still support it. I mean, I was a member starting in August of '72. You know? So I've been a member for coming up on 53 years. I've got I've got a couple of my membership cards from way back. I don't know if I had the very first one or not, but I got a membership card. The chess club actually had its own little printed chess club cards, like membership cards. And I've got some of those. I've not very many, maybe 2 or 3. I ought to bring them on the broadcast some night. This tournament's got 27 players in it. There are all kinds of chess things that I've got around. Like this is September 2002 newsletter, Arkansas Chess Newsletter. On the front here is a picture of Chris Niggle. This guy I don't know. I mean, I never met him. His name is Slav Redko. But Chris Niggle. This is the Arkansas Game & 60 Championship. This is actually a pretty well done little newsletter, I have to admit. You know, there's Lance Umbarger. I never met him. I've heard of him. Chuck Niggle, Chris's father. Charlie Hughes, heard of him. See, I think I knew him from the chess club. Jay Griffin, I don't know him. David Coulter, I lost to him, and it's the same David Coulter. I lost to him in about 1973. He was rated 1360. He must have dropped from 1700 to 1364. Either that, or it's a different David Coulter. Am I playing? Haven't been paired yet. This is some exciting stuff, isn't it? Yeah, David Coulter. I saw there's Chris Niggle versus R. Burke. R. Kerr versus Batistil. Lensenberger versus Barrel. Barel. E. Williamson, not Danny, versus R. Kerr. R. Wilson versus David Coulter. K. McCormick, 1227 versus Wayman or Warren Coulter, one or the other. 23 years ago. I don't think both those guys are still alive, but E. Bolton versus Chuck Niggle. Chris Niggle versus R. Rhodes. R. Chambers versus Setchel. This is actually a very, very nice newsletter. Of course, they had computers and things like ChessBase to help them with it, but it's still very, very nicely printed. September 2002, fall edition. Somebody spent some time on that. So here I sit waiting for another round. You know, probably have to play. I've played most of these guys. Coach Bill, I haven't, and Pawn Potential, I haven't, but Willa Chess, CX Simpson, Hogeye, and Too Fast for Mike, I've played all those guys. And I am where in the tournament? Enormous Zebra, I beat him. From what I remember. Not showing up. Am I in the thing? It says join. I'm actually not currently looking for a game. That got messed up. Like I said, there have been a couple little things that have kind of soured me on some of this. So I don't know what I'm going to do about it. I'm going to keep playing in this or not. Streaming's cool. Occasionally somebody, subscribes or follows me or whatever. Of course, I have my YouTube channel. It gets a few hits now and then. Occasionally there's a comment. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. I shall never play Rapid again. Rage quit. What's this guy's rating? 1375. I feel like sending him a message and saying, you'll play again. I'm 8.5 versus a half with this guy. And the draw was I dropped a rook. This is the guy I think that couldn't make me with a king and a rook. I went to physical therapy today. Man, that was rough. Yep, a couple of bad moves in that last game. Knight c3, hard move to find. Certainly took him long enough. What's this guy doing? I think it's worth doing that to knock him out of there. He does go that way. And if I go here, play here, he plays here. Knight takes. This dude. If I play here, he's will probably play that. Pawn takes. Knight takes. Rook takes. He plays here. Play here. We trade, then he plays here, and I got to move my rook back. If I retreat, the question is, where do I put this piece? Here? Play here. I can't capture. If I play here and he plays here, I'd have to play here. He could capture there. Maybe it, play here, he could play here. Maybe I have to play all the way back here. Sure doesn't look right. And he does open it up. How about that? I'm actually not really worried about that. I know I'm a little undeveloped. Just a touch. This pawn's going to hang. Capture here. Make his knight move. Then capture here. Capture with the bishop. He captures here. I capture here. Kind of like that one better. I don't think that was right. Now that I look at it. Yeah, I spend a lot of time on my moves, but I don't really find great moves, I don't think. I mean, sometimes, yeah. A lot of times in positions where that are unfamiliar to me, I just can't figure it out. Not really sure where to go. Playing with fire again, as I did in my last game. I'm moving too fast. Stop moving so fast. Gosh. Yes, that's where I thought he would move. I need to go here. Haven't done a great job in this game either. Well, I know what I'd do. That wasn't it. No, 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 no. Maybe. That's probably the move he's going to play right there. Castle. Finally. Here. Yeah. Here. Here. Make his knight move. Where do I play here first? Threaten the knight and pin it to his queen. He plays here. Take, check. I don't know. I think this is probably the right move. Physical therapy. That was the move I was wondering about. Captures, check, captures, rook here. What about that move? Guard this piece. We're still attacking here. He has to guard this piece and this piece. He didn't really have to guard that one because the rook is back here. So if I play here, guarding this one, he cannot oppose me with the rook. He's going to play here, take his queen off. If I play here and he plays here, I take his queen off. If he plays here, I take his queen off. So if I play here, he has no checks. What does he do? I'm threatening two pieces. Whatever happened to Ruben? He's not playing this tournament anymore. I don't know. Yeah, holds the bishop. Okay. Check. King takes. Check. King back. Mate. Check. King takes. Check. King out. Check. King back. Check. King all the way back. Mate. Check. King here. Check. I want to mate him the way that guy mated me last game. Book of the week coming up. Check. 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 Mate. All right. Book of the week. Oh, normally I take a short break. I do want to get a glass of water. I guess I'll do book of the week, then I'll get my water. Book of the week is an absolute classic. It's on a lot of people's top 10 books that they would like to study or they think you should read or any of that kind of stuff. I've had this book for 10, 20 years. It's considered possibly the greatest match book ever. Book about a match. And that is Tal Botvinnik, 1960. This book, written by Mikhail Tal after he won the world championship at like age 22 or something. It's considered an absolute classic. Published by Russell Enterprises. This book's 218 pages. It is copyright 1970, 72, 76, 96, 2000 by Hannon Russell. This is a revised and expanded 5th edition of Tal Botvinnik 1960 by Mikhail Tal, first published in English in 1970. Translated from Russian by Hannon Russell. I didn't know Hannon Russell knew Russian. It's got this match with 21 games. Tal won it. It's a little brief introduction of a few pages. The annotations are not overwhelming at all to glance at them. I'm just going through here. A lot of text, actually. I think it was Soltis that said that he said as he played through the games, it was supposed to be, the iron logic of Botvinnik, his positional sense versus the devilish tactics of Mikhail Tal. He said as the games went on, he thought more and more that they both played positionally and tactically. Of course, Mikhail Tal won this match in a resounding way. I think finishing 12.5, 8.5 against Botvinnik. And then somewhere I've got the rematch book, which was published because Botvinnik got a rematch 1 year later, and he won that. And I think by the same score. Mikhail Tal, the 8th world champion. Pretty amazing. But Tal was, he was obviously super great, one of the best players ever, able to handle himself in incredibly complicated positions. But of course, there are all kinds of stories about these things, like the match in '61. Apparently, Tal wanted to he wanted to postpone the match because he was having health problems. Botvinnik insisted they play. 1960, Mikhail Tal was 22, so by 1970, he'd been 32. So when he was 31 in 1969, he had to have a kidney removed. The guy had health problems his whole life. And I remember a player from Little Rock Chess Club, Larry Petrov, telling me he was friends with Donald Byrne, had played blitz with Donald Byrne, and I mentioned something about Tal would have been continued on as world champion if his health hadn't been so bad. He said, "Oh man," he said, "that guy is, he was a womanizer. He smokes like crazy, and he drinks like crazy." One of my favorite stories about Tal was he went to a tournament in Paris, and he was just so nutty. I mean, they said, I forget who it was that told the story. When he opened his suitcase, the only thing in there was vodka, some chess books, and some dirty underwear. And I think he wore the same suit every day. Probably on the spectrum. Anyway, Talbot Vanek, 1960, a great match book. That's book of the week for this week. How many books does this guy have? Man, I'm gonna get that bottle of water. I mean, of course, I've been collecting them forever. I've got books going back to before I went to the Little Rock Chess Club, 53 years ago. Yeah. Here we go. Next game. Sure, Binky. Boy, I don't want to play that guy. Played him a few weeks ago. He's a little too strong for me. Oh, Fayetteville. What am I going to play against this guy? He's trying to get into the Najdorf. Thought he was trying to get into the Najdorf. I want this guy thinking. As long as I don't blunder a piece. I want to throw this. Perfect. Went right where I wanted it. In the trash can. I mean, this broadcast is every bit as exciting as Hikaru. I still want to play those Botez sisters. I want to play both of them. I'm not afraid of either one of them. Guy's playing a dragon type setup. I move here. He moves here to guard that square. Can't take this, can I? End up with that offside knight here, here. I'll make that work. Let's see if I did that. Castles. Here. this, dude. Don't sweat it. Wow. I did not see that coming for some reason. Minutes left in the tournament. I'm not sure I might have time for another game. That whole thing about forgetting the rejoin or whatever, that messed me up. That's just what I was wondering about. The guy's got to come back, and he's not going to enjoy living where he's going to. Take. None of that's going to work, is it? This guy's got to come home. That means here. He's going to play here. And I'm about to play here. Ugh. I think you'd do that for some reason. Take. Here's a question. Can I do this? I don't know that I can. I don't think I'm going to get anywhere doing that either. This piece is going here. Shocker. It's continually surprising me. Here. Go here. Play here. Queen here. Can't put the knight there. My pieces are starting to not have any scope. I'm going to start whittling away at this thing. Look at this. gosh, what an awful position. It's got a backward pawn. I can't even blockade it. I guess I should have moved the rook, the bishop, and then the knight. I could play this. Okay, I gotta start finding some good moves. Totally don't know what to do. My position is horrible. Okay, now there's on this one, and he's going to ready to get on that one too. All right, let's do it the other way. He's on this one, and he's going to be on that one. And that's why I think I have to play here. Should just move this rook. What I need to do is start being very, what's the word for it? Prophylaxis. Something means defend yourself. Prophylaxis. That's what I need to do. Well, I'm not going to take his knight. That would be ridiculous. I'm going to go here and come back here. These guys are so slow and methodical. I'm just going to defend for a while and let him find the moves. That is what I'm going to do. What's he planning? Knight here to hit this one? I guess he's going to finally take here. When he does, I'm going to take with the bishop. I'm ready to lose the e-pawn. Oh, he's going to push this pawn. Okay, I go here. Oh, and he's threatening something like that. Okay. I go here. He has no moves along there or there. Probably not there. He can't go there. He's going to have to go there. And then I protect. Then he pushes on it. Play here. He plays here. I protect it. He pushes against it. I can even go there. My queen's going to guard that piece and that pawn. A knight and queen are guarding this pawn, so if he does this, let's recapture. Now, can I play that move? Let's see, why not? Watch out for this, though. I don't think that move was right. Just took my rook. It's got one chance to do this right. I always miss things on diagonals. It's gone on for years. He's going to take this piece. Yes, he is. He's going to take that piece. I could play here. I could do this too. He captures here. He captures here. King here. I capture here. He captures here. I capture here. So knight goes out to there. My queen here. Okay, what's the best move? Pawn captures. Bishop captures. Which of these pieces is more valuable? That bishop is. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's actually a really strong piece. He's going to be able to play there, check. Rook's got to move. Or probably going to move. Plays there. Is there anything else I can do? There's that square. There's that square. Where's that guy going? Look how low his time is. Check. I take it. Push. Queen takes. Okay, he's got a check here. I'm just going to take it. Right? Here. Play here. Threaten his knight. Check. King here. He doesn't have another check, does he? Okay, I take. Let's do this first. I should be looking for a way to complicate this. Why would he do that? Checks here. It's not going to get the rook. You can trade rooks right now. Right here. Oops. Check. King here. Check. I interpose the rook. Check on F1. I interpose the rook. Pin that. He protects it. I want this guy playing the whole game on his increment. He's +4. The man's totally won. Yep. Now that's a check that puts me here. He's gonna have to check here. I gotta be very careful here because, yeah, that's what I was hoping for, because now I can take off this pawn. Yes. I have to play here. Did he mate me? I can't move here. Can't move here. Can't move here. He did. He found a mate. I go here and he's going to make me right there with 14 seconds. Well, that's what he should do. He should look for a win. He found it with a very small amount of time on his clock. I have no moves except that one. Is that correct? That is correct. And the tournament's ending right now. I guess I timed it right. Bro, King, you had a free rook. Well, couple of tough losses tonight for our hero. One last thing again, book of the week. Considered by many to be the greatest match book. Tal Botvinnik, 1960, annotated by Mikhail Tal himself. Doesn't get any better than this. You know, there was a thing, I meant to mention this earlier, there was a thing where they would write, the champion would write a book about the match. I'm trying to remember at what point that started. I think Capablanca wrote one on his match with Lasker. Maybe Alan Capablanca. I can't remember. At some point they started, the champion, every time he won, he would write a book. So Botvinnik wrote a book on maybe Botvinnik Bronstein, and then Botvinnik Smyslov, and so forth. But this one was followed up a year later by a book by Botvinnik on the rematch that he won. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. Tournament's over. Tal Botvinnik, 1960, book of the week this week. See you next week. Goodbye.